Hello there, I am Unnikrishnan BK. I head the sales of Asianet News. I work at the capacity of Vice President Sales and Marketing. As you all know, Asianet News is a news media, which brings to you news as it happens, when it happens, and how it happens. Asianet News as a brand is the number one news channel in this part of the world. It has a rich tradition of 25 years in existence. When it comes to Asianet News as a brand, that's a common belief that you need not have to have any kind of a brand building procedure that should go about with it, because everybody knows what Asianet News is. But then what we have understood is content as we project it to the outside world is not how people would perceive it to be. So the need for reaching out to the public in a different shape, different manner becomes the need of the hour. So a brand building exercise is something which even a media house like Asianet News also looks at. We at Asianet News strive to bring Asianet News to the common public in the most effective manner, in the most diligent manner, in the most unbiased manner. So this is our trick of the trade. So that is what we are in for. But then, does this really connect us to the people at large emotionally is a question that has to be asked. So when we dilated on this, we were looking at how to connect people, not just a single way connection, but then we should have an emotional connect. So when we looked into that factor, there is something called a brand building exercise that has to happen. Now then, brand building then became a challenge. Challenge how? We as a news media is quite popular, but then what is then a brand connect that we are looking at is something what we envisage to reach out to people. What we actually are. What is Asianet News' true color? Now there were a lot of challenges. Being a media house, we have advertising agencies who are our partners, who are our clients, who are our well-wishers. But then that one agency who can come out, who can give us a solution saying that, no, this is the brand that you are looking at and this is the connect that you have to give to the public. This is exactly where CR8 comes into the picture. We had a couple of other agencies who had come to us, who had given us solutions as far as this brand building exercise was concerned. But then what I liked in CR8 is that the kind of innovative thinking that this young, vibrant team came out with was something which was quite eye-catching. I could relate with them through an award function. That is where I met them first. And when I saw the kind of creative output that they had done on the screen, I was quite impressed. That is when I kind of spoke to Mansoor and I said, okay, let's meet up and let's see as to how we can initiate a conversation together, a journey together. And well, let me tell you, quite open, quite frank, that had been a very memorable journey right from the beginning. Reason being, CR8 and the team of professionals who had come to meet me understand what the requirement was. See, I personally feel for a brand to talk a certain language, it has to have a reason. It has to have a solution. So, what is the reason that we are looking at? So, the reason being the emotional connect that a media house like Asianet News has with the public, general public. So, how is that the public can give us a feedback, how to correct our measures, how to ensure the fact that we continuously give them what they need. That is why we do a brand building, right? So CR8 professionals came to us, understood our requirement and started coming out with very creative and very impact-oriented campaigns. The journey started then, and we have had very many occasions wherein mind-blowing creatives were given to us. And see, I personally have this feel that anybody who gets a creative brief correct gives a fantabulous project. They give a good solution too. So CR8 professionals under the leadership of Mansoor had come to us with very many solutions. What we understood is that, this professional team understands the requirement of a client, see, be it a media house or any brand for that matter, understands the need of the brand and tries to plug in all the solutions that are possible in a most creative manner to ensure the fact that it has maximum reach and visibility. So we have been very happy with the kind of creatives CR8 has given us. And it's not just that, the connect that we have with the general masses alone. It is even with the clients. So we are a set of people, who have to get to our clients in the most effective manner, give them a return on investments in whatever budgets that they give us. So all these things, need that kind of a connect that happens on a very defined manner. And what we have understood is that this definition that we wanted to put it across, be it in terms of creatives, be in terms of the message that has to be put in across, or be in terms of the properties that we are trying to put it out to the general public or the clients as such. All these things had a very creative blend of mind, and it also had a lot of impact-oriented campaigns. So basically speaking, we have been very happy with the kind of efforts that Mansoor and team at CR8 had given us. Now you can ask this question, why CR8? What is so special in them? What I found special in this team of young professionals is that, there are a lot of subheadings to it. Number one would be delivery at the right time. Delivering something which is close at heart, which has utmost transparency. Delivery of something which is what, justifies or amplifies the creative brief that you give to this agency. I personally feel any work that has been given or that has been done out of pure passion comes out with the best results. And what I've seen in this young team is that they understand this, they imbibe this, and they come out with all possible solutions that would that freely hit you and say that, well, these are the solutions that we are looking at. This might be the same with even other agencies, but then the way CR8 individuals, come to us, the manner with which they follow up is something worth commenting, worth recommending. This can be achieved only if you own a client, you own a brand. See, as far as Asianet News is concerned, it is a brand which is very close to me because I'm working in this company, I'm representing the company, and I'm representing the brand, and I want the brand to reach out to certain people. But then as a creative agency who comes forward to us, if that agency owns the brand, it will be their brand, right? The good thing that I've seen in CR8 is that they own the brand. Not just about the updates that it needs, the follow-ups that we need to go about with, the brand building activities that has to follow up after certain solutions have been given, are all being done in a very meticulous manner. That is something really commendable. The other aspects that I personally liked in this group is that they also reciprocate the way, how we can own their brand. So CR8 as such, every updates that CR8 as an agency does is being given to us, it's being shared to us. Mansoor always connects back with me saying that he has pitched this account, he has got this account. So there is a two-way communication between two brands. Brand Asianet News and brand CR8. So what happens is, we know what is happening in individuals, each of our brands, and how each brand is getting evolved. So that is something which I find is a very serious connect, which we as brand CR8 and Asianet News, coexist. As a representative of the brand Asianet News, let me assure you one thing, a journey once started with this young, vibrant team of CR8. I can assure you the fact that, that journey would continue. That journey would be perennial. A fruitful relationship ahead, well guaranteed. Thank you.